Let's all get on the dragon and sail off to Lapland.
Congratulations on the film.
Thank you very much.
It really got us into a festive spirit.
Good. Very good.
Yeah, even though it's not quite December.
I know. Why not?
I don't know.
Make it last a bit longer.
I know. So we've kind of done a Christmassy interview.
Oh, lovely.
That's all right.
Excellent.
Okay, great. So starting with, what present would you buy your co-star in this film, Henry Golding?
A mobile phone.
Yes. Yes, watch the film.
Yes. Watch the film. I'll buy him a phone.
Okay. What about Emma Thompson?
Oh, for Emma, I'd buy her a tree, like a beautiful, like a rowan tree or a birch tree or a beautiful tree that she can plant, because I know that it would make her very happy. And for me buying it for her character, cooking lessons maybe.
And non-Last Christmas co-stars, what about Jason Momoa, Sophie Turner? What would you get them for Christmas?
What would I get them for Christmas?
Yeah.
Jason, I would get him some kind of climbing thing. He just loves climbing. He's a little monkey. He's an enormous monkey. What am I talking about? He's a gorilla. I would get him, some kind of cool climbing gear, or just like 1,000 kegs of Guinness.
Does he love Guinness?
He loves Guinness. He just loves it. He can't get enough of it. Or possibly a combination of, some kind of Guinness-related climbing gear.
Yes.
Sounds a bit sketchy. And then Sophie, I think I would get her something for her new home with her boy. Something for her new home. Yeah, so I'd get her like some kind of cutlery thing, like they could have to because they entertain a lot. Like, I'd get them something for the house.
And when do you think it's acceptable to start opening presents on Christmas Day?
On Christmas Day. See, what my family does is we're allowed one on Christmas Eve.
Yes.
Like before you go to church or after, whatever it is.
Right.
So you get that little it's got to be, it normally is like, Mum's, which one's the pyjamas? Okay, great, so I'll open them because I want to get in them now. So that's what I'll do. That's the onesie. Excellent. And then we do stockings first thing that we do. So me and my brother, regardless of how old we are, we'll get into my mum and dad's bed and we will all open the stockings all together with the dog, and we'll have a bit of breakfast, that'll happen. And so we'll do all of that first. So then you're sort of presented out for a while, and then you'll start opening them again after lunch.
After lunch,
yeah. You kind of need to, and then at that point you're a little bit tired, and sometimes you wake up on Boxing Day and go, there's the book that's a book, isn't it? You want me to open it? Do you know what I mean? We've all got a bit distracted. Someone got a game and we started playing it or something.
Yeah. And on that note, when do you think it's acceptable to start drinking on Christmas Day?
Oh, again, that's each to their own.
Okay.
I think each to their own. We've had many Christmases where we started drinking about 10 a.m. But then I know that there is some of my really good mates would go out and get wasted on Christmas Eve. So then Christmas Day, you're like, are you still drunk? Is it hair of the dog? What are you doing? And then you've got people who don't drink at all who are like, hey, don't make it boring for us. Let's drink later on in the afternoon. So if I had things my own way, I probably wouldn't start drinking until lunch, simply because then you've got a full morning's worth of if you've got everyone around and the family, you've got conversation going, and then lunch happens and you're like, free for all, and we're done. And we're absolutely done, and we're getting into it. We're all getting into it at the same time, and we can just, be pissed for the rest of the day, and that'd be lovely.
You mentioned some of the family traditions you do the day before. Do you have any others that, you still do every year, even though you're now an adult?
Yeah, I mean, the stocking thing is pretty ridiculous. My brother and I are in our 30s, and we literally get into our parents' bed and and open the presents there, and we always get a Terry's chocolate orange at the bottom, which is my favourite chocolate of all time. Although I quite like the dark ones now. I always used to like the milk ones, and now I'm into the dark ones. And my brother always tries to crack it open by cracking it on my head, and it always hurts and it never works. Never works. Just tap and under. It doesn't tap. I don't know if you've tried this.
Yeah, no, I have. Yeah.
You're like, get a switch. In the advert, it's like tap, and it just kind of opens. And with me, I'm literally, I'm just going to bite into it like an apple.
And what do you wear for Christmas? Do you get glammed up, or are you just in leggings or pyjamas all day?
I know, it depends. Again, if we're not going anywhere, I'm hard pushed to get out of those PJs.
What, do you have a face that you can do on demand if there's a present that didn't quite meet your expectations?
Oh,
I love this face.
Oh, that's really hard, no, because then people are going to watch this and be like, you're doing the face. You don't really like it. I'm pretty easy to please. I'm not going to lie. People have got to that point with me where I'm like, just something heartfelt and meaningful. Like, write me a poem and I'll love it. So I spend a lot of time with the cards because I do love that. But yeah, the face that you pull when it's like, yay! I think my close family members are the only ones who are like, I've got the receipt.
Yeah. And do you remember what you were in your school nativity?
You was a sheep. I was so annoyed.
Did you want to be Mary?
Like, or an angel or something. Yeah. No, my mum just popped me in tights, and then we had one of those like kids IKEA rugs. I think it was from IKEA, and it was like sheepskin, but it wasn't actual sheepskin because it was back in the day. It was just cloth and had loads of, and had a little pretend head, like it was a pretend sheepskin. And she just whacked that on my head and sent me down the church with tights and a rug on literally a carpet on. And that was it. And all of my face in every photo is like, pissed. I'm annoyed. My brother was like a wise man. Like, I want to be an actor.
Yeah. And do you have any embarrassing work Christmas party memories? Because they have the potential to go a bit
awry.
Yeah.
See, the thing is that I all of my jobs outside of acting have all been catering, so there's not really a Christmas party in sight there. But every movie there is a wrap party, which is essentially your version of an office Christmas party. Yeah, normally they're a little bit, debauched, and that's normally when you're like, ooh, the boy had a crush on. You start to like circle up, and then you're kind of drinking and being like, oh no, the movie ended. We have nothing in common. Okay, like the only thing that we had to talk about was the movie, and now the movie's done. It's like, middle name, favorite fruit, anything.
And obviously Game of Thrones ended earlier this year, but say hypothetically there was a Christmas special, everyone was alive,
God, yes.
You know, what would you like to see happen?
Oh God, I'd like to see the Starks show me some love, you know? Bring me back from the dead. Let's all get on the dragon and sail off to Lapland. That would be good. That would be good. Get the Stark family and be like, we're having an ultimatum. We're gonna chat this out. We're gonna fix it. We can do it. Get Jerry Springer or whatever, and
Great.
In that planned.
I want to see that.
Yeah. Me too.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thanks.